everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then my name is Sarvesh Vaswani and welcome to my channel. If you enjoy my video, then do consider subscribing. Today I want to talk about the note-taking app that I use, Notability. To make it easy for you to navigate through the video, I've split it into 6 parts with the respective timestamps in the description below for you to easily navigate through whatever part you want. Basically, I will be talking about why I use Notability over other note-taking apps, the organization system and the layout of Notability, the tools that Notability offers you when you're working on a note or a document, the recording feature that Notability has and offers to its users, the syncing of notes across different devices, and finally, my experience with Notability as a student. So let's dive into the first thing. Why do I use Notability over other note-taking apps? So here's the thing. If you get an iPad, then the first note-taking app that you'll come across is Apple's native Notes app. See, this app is great and stuff, but the only problem I faced with it was I didn't really enjoy the writing experience on it. You know that feel that you get when you're writing on paper? The feel of the ink appearing on your paper, that natural kind of enjoyable feel. I didn't get that in Apple Notes. And I'm not saying that Apple Notes isn't a good app. It is a good app, but it just didn't work out for me. So most students, or anyone who wants to handwrite on their iPad, comes across 2 apps, Notability and GoodNotes. Now both of these apps are very similar, yet they're different. The writing experience on both of these apps are very similar. The tools that are available are on par as well. The main difference in these 2 apps is their organization system. So in Notability, you have a simple layout of just dividers and subjects and your notes being inside of those subjects. Whereas in GoodNotes, you can organize your notes in whatever way you want. You can have folders, and then folders inside of folders, and folders inside of those folders, and folders inside of those folders, and then your notes in those folders. And because of that, you yourself have to be organized to be able to maintain an organized note system in GoodNotes. Whereas Notability forces you almost to be organized. But again, it works for some people and it just boils down to personal preference at the end of the day. Currently, I prefer Notability. Alright, so how's the organization system and the layout of the Notability app? It's pretty simple. Once you get into the app, you're greeted with your dividers on the left side of your screen. If you tap on the triangular icon present on those dividers, then they'll drop down to your subjects. And if you tap on those subjects, then you'll get to see your notes, or the notes present in those subjects basically. That's pretty much it. That's basically how Notability organizes your notes. And that is pretty much the layout of Notability. Now coming to the tools that Notability offers. To keep it simple, I want to put it in this way. Notability offers you all the tools that you'll ever need for working on a document. Whether it is a pen of any color, highlighters, then a lasso tool through which you can select any item and move it anywhere on the page that you need, and increase the size, decrease it, change the color. You can even add PDFs, images, stickies, GIFs, and web clips into your notes. Another tool that Notability offers is this top bar, where you can add your favorite pen styles or highlighters or even an eraser or something. And it gives you this access bar on top for quick access to those tools, which is very handy. Notability also gives you a feature that helps you quickly navigate through notes. You can just slide your finger from the left side of the screen while working on a note, and voila, you can open all your other notes. From there, you can search a note. You can even open 2 notes simultaneously, side by side, through the split screen feature that Notability offers. Again, here all you have to do is, while on a note, slide from the left side of the screen and select on any note that you want, and then just drag and drop. That's it. Overall, Notability offers you plenty of tools. Now there is this one feature that only Notability offers you. No other note-taking app has given this feature yet, and that is the recording feature. Now, Notability allows you to record whatever your lecturer is saying while you're making notes, so that later on, if you want to refer to why you wrote that note down or something, you can always go back to the recording and see what your lecturer said at that time, and it'll show you exactly what you had written at that time in real time. So it'll show you what you were writing. This can be a great feature for many students, as it gives you the ability to rewind and check why exactly you had written something down. Personally, I haven't used this feature much yet, and that's mainly because of online classes. So whenever I attend an online class, I'm wearing my earphones, and because of that, the recording feature can't really record anything because it records through the iPad's microphone, whereas my earphones are connected to the laptop, so no sound is actually going in. But I may start using this in the near future whenever offline classes start. Now, coming to number 5, Notability has a Mac and iOS app as well. So if all 3 of your devices, your iPad, your iPhone, and your Mac, are on the same iCloud account, then your notes will sync across all of your devices. Now, you do have to pay separately for the Mac app, but if you've bought the Notability app on your iPad, then you don't need to pay separately for it on your phone. The syncing of notes across all of your devices is very useful, as it allows me to access my notes no matter what device I'm on, and even edit it on whatever device I'm on. So that's just great, I would say. Now, finally, coming down to my personal experience with Notability and how I've used it for my studies. So I've been using Notability as my full-time note-taking app for about 3 months now, and I haven't faced a problem with it. It's been an excellent app and hasn't given me any problems yet, and I haven't ever felt like I'm lacking a feature, or I've never really found myself wishing that something was there. Notability has made my note-taking process fairly simple now, and it has helped me in organizing my notes. Now, this isn't sponsored by Notability. If anyone from Notability is watching this and they want to sponsor me, I'm open, I don't mind. But this video isn't sponsored by them, and it's just my thoughts and my experience of the app. And I've got to say, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I haven't faced a problem at all. And my whole note-taking transition from actually handwriting notes on paper to handwriting them on my iPad has been a very smooth transition, and I haven't had any problems. And in fact, I would say that Notability has made a lot of things easier. It has allowed me to do a lot that I couldn't do on paper. My notes now are very different. They look much better, and Notability has allowed me to experiment while I'm making new notes. So to conclude and put everything in one box, I would like to say that I've enjoyed note-taking on Notability. If you enjoyed this video, then consider subscribing. Till then, peace.